Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Steph Curry calls out Warriors after Game 2 loss to Rockets. Steph Curry said the Golden State Warriors knew exactly what the Houston Rockets wanted to do in a desperate Game 2. They just couldn't stop them feeling the pressure after losing Game 1 of their opening round playoff series to the Warriors. The Rockets came out strong in Wednesday's Game 2 and remained hot in the 109-94 win. The Rockets got 38 points from star Jalen Green, who went 84-18 from behind the three-point arc. Speaking to reporters after the game, Curry said the Warriors knew the Rockets wanted to use their size and athleticism to push an advantage in what was close to a must-win game. Curry criticized his team for allowing Green to control the tempo on offense. "We just let Jalen get going a little bit," Curry said. "There's no reason he should get up 18 threes. We need to control where he is on the floor. Those are all momentum things that just kept the separation." The Rockets used a smothering approach on Curry, playing a physical defense that held him to 20 points on 64-15 shooting from the field. Though the Warriors were able to split the first two games in Houston and earn back home court advantage ahead of Game 3 in Golden State, they could face an even bigger challenge for the remainder of the series. Star forward Jimmy Butler was hurt early in Game 2, falling hard to the floor and being ruled out with a pelvis contusion. Butler is set to receive an MRI on Thursday that could reveal the extent of his injury and whether he will miss more time. Warriors Draymond Green showered with disrespectful three-word chant from Rockets fans. It's safe to say that Draymond Green does not care about making enemies of whomever he faces out on the hardwood. The Golden State Warriors forward throughout his career has embraced the role of the enforcer, and there may not be another fan base that dislikes Green more than that of the Houston Rockets, with Green being an annoyance to the team over the past decade or so. The Rockets ended up taking advantage of the Warriors being short-handed in Game 2 with the injury to Jimmy Butler as they tied the series at 1-1 with a 109-94 victory. Houston was up by double digits for most of the game, and the crowd at Toyota Center as a result had a little bit of fun at Green's expense. Away crowds during playoff games tend to be very hostile towards players who've given them fits in the past, and on Wednesday the Rockets fans in attendance for Game 2 showered the Warriors veteran with a three-word NSFW chant that Green shouldn't be too unfamiliar with. Draymond. The crowd chanted. Green certainly was up to a few old tricks of his, especially towards the end of the Warriors' Game 2 loss. While he didn't exactly cross a line like he's done in the past, he was a major annoyance once again for the Rockets as he drew a flagrant foul penalty on Jalen Green in the fourth quarter. The Warriors veteran a few plays later then found himself tangled up with Alperen and got whistled for a technical foul for what the referees saw as a shoving motion towards the Rocket center. And then Green, with the game already out of hand, was jawing with Fred VanVleet and prompted a bit of an altercation between the two teams as the Toyota Center crowd exploded with the NSFW chant once more. At the very least, Game 3 will be in friendly confines for Green, as stuff like these can take their toll on someone, even on a person as mentally tough as the Warriors veteran. It's not quite clear if Jimmy Butler will be able to suit up for the Warriors in Game 3, but it's clear that they need him back. They struggled to score the ball, especially in the half court with Butler out, and it's clear that Jonathan Kuminga is not the answer. It is still a long series, and another absence from Butler shouldn't be the end of the world for the Warriors, but they might be toast for the series if his pelvic injury proves to be more serious than initially anticipated in the aftermath of a chippy Game 2 for Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors against the Houston Rockets. The latter evened their first-round series 1-1 after a 109-94 win Wednesday night in a playoff matchup on the road. Warriors Jimmy Butler suffered a pelvic injury, and his head coach Steve Kerr addressed Green's role in the melee. However, Draymond downplayed Game 2's physicality during his post-game media availability. Green revealed he believes the series opener was chippier than what Game 2 per the Athletics Anthony Slater, I thought it was a little less physical than Game 1 Green said after the Rockets grabbed a 19-point lead with 523 remaining. Fred VanVleet and Green were face-to-face before their respective teammates came over to separate them. Still, the situation escalated per ESPN's Michael C. Wright. Green downplayed the incident, saying he and VanVleet were just talking and everybody came and surrounded and started pushing Warriors. Jimmy Butler will undergo an MRI on Thursday after losing Game 2. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr reminded reporters of Draymond Green's reputation and the kind of competitor Green has been. The veteran forward is known to trigger opponents into frustrating antics. The exchange between Green and Rockets' Fred VanVleet, which led to players pushing and shoving, led to Draymond chant at the Toyota Center after the loss. Kerr addressed the moment, reminding reporters that the language fans used was unsuitable for children like Green's kids. Draymond, he's been around forever. Kerr said he's an instigator, he's always going to be in the mix, and because of his career, his championships, his fire, he's going to be a lightning rod. And that's all part of it. I would prefer if fans could use a little more discretion and remember the guy has kids. I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but I'm all for fans cheering for their team. And if they want to yell at the opponents, great. But I just think foo is a little much. Kerr concluded for Rockets head coach Udoka he embraced the physicality endured between the two teams in the opening games of their first-round series. If it gets chippy, we've seen over the last 2 years that's worked in our favor for the most part, gets us amped up, Udoka said. But when you have a lead, and you're up 20 and things start to happen, you understand why. Steve Kerr's clear message about Ian Thompson's move that hurt Jimmy Butler. Game 2 of the first-round series between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets was a lopsided affair in favor of Jalen Green and company. The Rockets leveled the series at 1-1 on Wednesday, with a 109-94 takedown of Golden State, which could potentially move forward in the series. Without Jimmy Butler, the six-time NBA All-Star suffered a pelvic injury following a scary fall in the first quarter of Game 2, and missed the rest of the contest. Butler appeared to land on his backside after his legs collided with Rockets forward Ian Thompson while going for a rebound. While many Golden State fans believe that Thompson made an intentionally dirty play, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr seemingly doesn't subscribe to the same notion. We didn't think there was anything wrong with the play, Kerr said after the game. Hat tip Sam Warren of the Houston Chronicle, it was just one of those plays. Butler is reportedly set to undergo an MRI on Thursday. Permasack of ESPN. While Butler's status is unclear, the Warriors may have to prepare themselves for a Butlerless Game 3 at Chase Center in San Francisco. Stephen Curry, as usual, carried most of the load offensively in Game 2, scoring 20 points on 64-15 shooting from the floor, but his fellow starters combined for only 23 points, including 8 from Butler. If Butler ends up getting ruled out for Game 3 on Saturday, the likes of Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Buddy Hield and Brandon Podziemski can expect an uptick in minutes and usage to help soften the blow of a potential absence by the former NBA Most Improved Player. And you, Finn, what do you think about Ian Thompson's situation? Write to us in the comments.